Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. We're here at the Jewish Week's 36 on 36 retreat in New York City. We're going behind the scenes to hear from leaders in the industry and what their thoughts about social entrepreneurship. Let's take a look. So, social entrepreneurship is really a fantastic topic, and you are a leader in the community. And tell us a little bit about your experiences.
I was born this way. Again, it's funny, I never thought of this before, but maybe it's a little bit like being Jewish. Like, this is who I am. It's like in my veins, and you embrace it and you practice it, and you sort of keep it up. And you can be as social entrepreneur-y as you want, or just a little bit. I'm an orthodox social entrepreneur and a reformed Jew.
That's a complicated title.
It's good though, I never thought about that before. That actually makes sense.
And what was your first project?
I was in preschool, and a boy named Seth Costo said that purple was a boy color and the girls couldn't play with it. And I crawled under the table and I grabbed all of the magenta, aubergine, lavender, all those funky colors, and in fistfuls, and ran around the classroom saying, "I've got the purple." So I liberated the purple crayons. I think my parents were called to the preschool and everything. It was not attractive, but that was really my first activist act, and I was made like this. It's only, being a social entrepreneur has only become cool in the last 10 years. I mean, I literally think in high school my parents were like, who's going to marry this girl? What is she going to do for a living? And can we keep her out of jail or something? I mean, I don't know. How is she going to earn any money? And it's pretty exciting that actually weird people like me have now, I guess, been recognized for being weird. And that people actually get what we do, and that and get this as a career and as a business. I mean, I think that I run a business. It just happens to be a not-for-profit business. It's about making the world a better place.
Mm-hmm. And it's so important now where social entrepreneurs have this creativity that just wants to get out there and really connect and build something special, and it's very exciting.
I love that you think that's exciting. I mean, when I was in Hebrew school as a kid, I was just told "sheket b'lavakasha" a lot. Yes, we're creative and fast social entrepreneurs, and I think it's great that the world has caught up with celebrating that, as opposed to 20 years ago where there wasn't such a community and there wasn't such a recognition of it. Yeah.
What's some advice you can give to social entrepreneurs today?
Oh, just go with it. Absolutely chase it. The business plans are stupid. The business plans, the most important thing is there a real pain point that you're solving, and can you zero in on something measurable that you're impacting? So your purpose should be something quantifiable. You want to engage 1 million people. You want to have 10% more women in the Senate. You want to clean that river by 50%. Something measurable. So it's really hard to aim for something that you can't even see.
And there's a lot of interesting people here who are doing some fantastic things. And when you started an organization when you were 23, yeah. And what was like to start an organization?
Yeah, see, the thing about starting the organization is, to me, it's no different than waking up in the morning and putting on a pair of pants or brushing your teeth, although a little different than flossing. I'm not such a good flosser. The flossing would be more shocking to me, basically, than starting an organization. I guess that's the point, is that I didn't say, I think I'd like to start an organization and now I've got to find a cause, which is my one worry about social entrepreneurship becoming so hot, that people are like, I want to be a social entrepreneur. And it's not something you can really convert to. It's something that you are, and it just happens instinctively because you see a problem and you say, I have to do something about that. I didn't set out to start my own organization while I was in law school. I got this check from my great-grandfather who had died, and I knew that there was a real problem with low-income women in job interviews, and I just had to do something about it. You just have to act, which is why we're a real sort of go-getter.
Well, there's a drive.
There's definitely a drive.
That you need to have that passion to move forward and say, this is what I want. How do I get there? It's just it's something that you have to believe in.
That's true. And people like you call it being a go-getter and having a drive, and other people call us direct and difficult. So thank you.
Yeah. And you're doing some interesting things now. Talk a little about what you're doing.
So now I'm the CEO and chief old person at DoSomething.org. which is the largest organization for teens and social change, and that's awesome. I love that. And I'm writing a column for Fast Company. I have a book that comes out in June. I teach at NYU and Yale. The life is good. I've got two kids.
Wow, you're quite busy.
I think life is to be lived.
Where do you think social entrepreneurship is going?
There's good and bad. I actually don't think it's good that there are people hovered over laptops at Starbucks across the country just searching for an idea. I wish there would be more collaboration, and because I think that fosters a lot of disappointment on people's part, that they just want to lead something and they want to do good and they want to win an award somewhere and they want to be a good person, so they have to come up with their idea. I think that leads to disappointment, that leads to redundancy. I hope that there's going to be more collaboration, that funders are going to say, actually, you two should get together and do it together. Or people will realize of their own volition, somebody's already doing this, and I should partner with them to make that better rather than reinvent it. I hope that's where it's going. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, clearly there's a lot of energy and interesting projects out there. And we look forward to hearing I'm sure you're doing 20 other different things in the coming up months, and who knows. But thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
You too.
Social entrepreneurship. What's the definition?
Well, a lot of people use that word for a lot of different things, but the way I define it is when someone identifies a need in society and creates an innovative solution to meeting that need. So for example, for the dual investment program for social entrepreneurs that Joshua Venture Group operates, our first criteria is a project that is addressing an unmet need in the Jewish community and taking a creative solution to meeting that need.
And passion and motivation is an important key, but what are some ideas for people who are interested in moving forward with a project? Like, how can they connect? What are the essential tools to make it happen?
Social entrepreneurship is really complex because you're taking an idea forward into the world really by the force of your own personality. So it's a really complicated venture, and so you need a lot of different skill sets. The first is being able to communicate and articulate that passion and inspire others to become committed to your venture. Without that, without building effective teams, without bringing people on board, without being able to inspire funders, you have nothing. What I always tell people is to also think big, but act incrementally. So you want to have a large vision of where you're working towards, but be able to take small steps and identify those steps that will take you towards that larger vision.
As you can see, social entrepreneurship is extremely exciting. This is Aaron Herman, and thank you for watching.
Nice to meet you.